Welcome to the well-needed weekend. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and this is Toledo News This Morning. We're going to first begin with a check of the Glass City's forecast on this Saturday. The National Weather Service is forecasting a high in the mid-40s and low in the upper 20s. Cloud cover is expected to ease throughout the day, which could lend to a mostly clear night. A closure to let you know about as we enter the roadwork season. Lime City Road over I-75 will close for 4 months, starting in June. Republican lawmakers in Columbus have advanced Senate Bill 1, which among other things bans diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts on college and university campuses. The text of the bill says that within 90 days of it being signed into law, any state institution of higher education with an orientation or training course on DEI must terminate it. The bill also addresses public servants' ability to strike, saying, quote, the following public employees shall not strike, end quote, followed by a list ranging from law enforcement to firefighters to mental health facility staff to higher education faculty. SB 1 now heads to the governor's desk. The window is open through April 15th for area teens to apply for a seat on the City of Toledo's Youth Advisory Board. The board is made up of 12 students, ranging from 14 to 18, who work with the Parks and Youth Services Department. Members meet between 5 and 7 p.m. on the third Wednesday of each month at a different location. In addition to submitting an application, those interested will also be subject to an interview. Here's how you can obtain additional information or begin that application process. The University of Toledo has expanded its organ transplant program at UTMC to now include pancreas transplants, which UToledo Health says are most common with type 1 diabetes patients. An upcoming lecture at the University of Toledo will be delivered by a voting rights scholar. A professor at the Case Western Reserve University School of Law, Abida R. Ellis, will front democracy and inclusion in the post-civil rights era. It's happening on Wednesday at noon in the McQuaid Law Auditorium. The free event is a part of the school's Canon Lecture Series and open to the public. Tomorrow on Community Focus, did you think wrongful convictions only affected the wrongfully convicted and their families? Well, think again. I'll be joined by Pierce Reed, Director of Policy and Engagement for the Ohio Innocence Project. Our conversation debuts right here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Another thing to check out, this week's episode of my Behind the Byline podcast, produced in partnership with the Toledo Free Press. My guest was George Thomas, CEO of the Fair Housing Center. In our conversation, out now on Spotify, we discussed why 2 competitive federal grants the organization had won were abruptly canceled in late February, as well as the impact of housing discrimination, an impact that's not only on a microeconomic level, but a macroeconomic one. Those are your local headlines. For a daily dose of what's making news here at home and around the globe, give me a follow on social media. And tune in again, same time, same place, next week.